this assessment asks us to rank 3 carbon-carbon bonds from longest to shortest. Now, all 3 carbon-carbon bonds we're looking at are single bonds, so we would expect them to be of similar length. Given that they're not, according to the problem, how do we distinguish between the two? And so we have to find the difference. And what we notice is that the bond between that is indicated by A is a bond between an sp3 hybridized carbon and an sp3 hybridized carbon. The bond at B is between an sp hybridized carbon and an sp3 hybridized carbon, whereas the one at C is between an sp2 hybridized carbon and an sp3 hybridized carbon. Now notice in each of these we have an sp3 hybridized carbon, so we don't really need to pay attention to it. It literally comes down to the hybridization of the individual carbon atoms. And so what we notice is that because it's sp hybridized, that implies that there is more s character in the bond. That means it's going to be held closer to the nucleus. The sp hybridized carbon-carbon bond will be the shortest. On the other end of the spectrum is the sp3 hybridized, which has the least s character, which means more p character, and with greater p character means the electrons are farther away from the nucleus. This one will be the longest bond. And intermediate between the two is the sp2 hybridized, which will be number 2.